Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Diabo baby, I will be a Michelle. Zinkwa PC, indefatigable amateur woman. One, Michelle. What is it? My break. And I meto. Wrap it up. As you can tell from my eyes, I have been chief driver, chief tour guide, running up and down for the last few days. It is with great excitement and pleasure, and I'm about to the end of the tour. But maybe me inbox muneno, of course, conversation it centers around teacher Pedro and then a dismissal from GES. As usual, when you say me a teacher, more social media. Sister Ama, and do you think Sister Ama, is it Sister Ama? Yo, Sister Ama, me chamo. What is saying? Obi aho ye de sister ama for no boko de me busy sa no a moye me sa sister ama no most of the time me nya time muamo because Charlie enko ye almost send me your friends queries about business so me ntimi nye responses ni me pa ma chaw mo fa nche me ochena when I wake up I will actually action sa ni nyina properly of akwajukusi etisay maajo etisay akwaba wa wo so te ha wunya ntwe wutin ka hwe bi hunu wudi no mechiaw hello sabia de Ibrahim that's it yeah Ethel what is it no so I don't know matter man kai you haven't heard from me all day because Charlie Maswaye I was actually delivering a tour. I was wrapping up a tour. Eti mama min cancer bin chirem de bia me cancer mo Facebook ha me say me din amatwe amanse no me din pa ye de wo me ye frame me amatwe ye wo me Saturday nam papa de Dr. Manson enti Manson ye de show me so enti amatwe amanse is my name okay twenwa no me ntwere but ama Manson me din ankasa kose ye de wo me me nam fofo me ne wo ko school no wo mo ana wo ni me close ni na sa na wo frɛ me ama Manson na wo mo frɛ me yes me wo edin edi kan krata so no me wo din bi di kan ansa na ama ne hyentem ana Manson ne wo me ware ye no ana me yi Manson ni free me din so wo krata so na me de me kunu din e de share ho enti in fact professionally no me wo din edi kan ani me kunu din ani ni me legal name e wo me passport mo Maybe Facebook, no. Maybe Facebook 2008. Nana, Bibisa 2008. Number Facebook. Aisha at the same video. Good evening, Andrew. JB Akutu at the same. Bismarck at the same. Jonathan Majo. Maybe Facebook 2008. No. That time, not social media. I started echo wild. That time, not teacher phobia. We school be. I bro. Ewo weekend do. Any weekday. I bro weekend be. Na ye ba ko bachelor party ama niema bi akokoko so ama na bedru Facebook ha na nkwada ewo me school ho no e bi akohunu nkwada ni bi a share atag ya twere niema saa semi American teacher ni no a na oka saa de no ho na wo me school ho ni yeyi na di ye pam ni fere dwuma na enye working hours there bi na enye weekday there bi na ye weekend eye ono ne time one ne nanfofo ene call baako bachelor party no kori bi no odwi ne ho na nkrofo twen camera de twitwa bi e de tutu Facebook na nkwada de ko hunu ye na me nchiro de ntia ye yi na di in those days. This is in United Kingdom onye Ghana United Kingdom of Great Britain and ye yi minua teacher ni na di like joke or be juma joda na nkwara nditi by Jordan area near Freno, near dinner to garden leave. And ye they call a investigation, disciplinary committee, and ye the point blank, manincho the article about the is in the Teachers Code of Conduct, about confidentiality, about appropriate conduct at all times. Being a role model, just say you redeem yama baby near the man and you're determinating a juma. Make I say, I maybe say my space in the one where my uncle would die. So social media near my uncle. But me hear say na Facebook na ekọ no. Na me pese me maame ne me nua akosua timi keep in touch no mo hunu me pictures. Now for far I know my year was secondary school, and I realized that it was also becoming a good networking tool. And today me pese me ba Facebook. Enunti and I'm mimidin amamansen and I'm deba Facebook no. Midin amamansen no na eye womo a womo ye ma yonkofo. Ayonkofo chocho butcho dipa and I know nim said amamansen no na ye me namfofo pe enenim. And kwadani kwa kohwehwe me a they will search with me professional name because I no pen woman name. A woman name me made name because almost share me na maware. Me di edikan ene me kunu din and woman name. Ti no woman de behwehwe me. In fact, to this date, so wouldn't me official name no. Now when they search you Google 4 pictures me be yama 4. I pride myself in Sadia. Wo search with me official name na 4 pictures na wo be hunu. One of the decisions I me decided to make social media before I me decided to be outreach with me meeting amamansen no any. There are clauses in teachers code of conduct around confidentiality. So we young teacher nimpo eye BBB. Now what person will report what ye will be BB ye reported. And yen sim nyina na ye catch teacher for nyina akra school. Uhuru BBB about onipa bia enye nipa nyina na etumi bo wo mama na e school na eya ya me say saade no Ghana teachers titiri dodo no anim code of conduct no but GS code of conduct no so it can't be that different because almost teachers code of conduct internationally aligned and me kwa America for ho ko America for states ni bebre de mako Europe mako biebie bi so makohwe Teachers Code of Conduct in Ireland. Teachers Code of Conduct in Riasi Bebiano. It appears to say the same standard. And here maybe a common. Talk our pub as teacher ni. Your job will go. Me say me were England traffic offense. You find the same me now. Me drive it. And them do traffic lights as in the main. And if BBB AC and a police in Janamia, I need to go to my head teacher straight up the next time I make school. Mako catch it and say, I have had a traffic incident. So I'm teaching here. Teaching is one of the professions that are holding the panwa you practice it to very high standards of conduct. A doctor for an inclusive who very high moral standing by yet the any day. And because of the kind of people like yourself, because of parents no interest wom because of yen niam bitimi identify school no etimi ma akwara bi ye identifiable teacher ni wo ya ade wo de ade to ade a esese wo hwe wano yi school a wo kira ade wo mokura no schools bi wo hwa ye ma wo ho kwan emma wo ntade wo mudin e wo social media maybe school send a message the bre yen recently no wo ka kire yen even LinkedIn a professional place obia etiase se teacher for etimi de yen niam akoto for etimi pair adwuma wo ho ne de ende no social media policy se die enkrofo na menkai mu nyina about school no social media policy fatu wadwene mu se wo ye school ni enem jinani even through wo personal social media no so manin kwa wadwin mu time a wo twire bibia e de ato internet so esukuu no esukuu no ene wo ma wofo ne nkrofo ye nim wo mo ensese wo bo wo mudin da ensese wo tag wo mo ensese wo reference wo mo da unless formally approved mami hunu so wo questions me kan kire way 29th November ena me school for e de send yen as a teacher professional conduct around social media yes wudin me amamanse no kra me Facebook page me tag say me ye adwuma wo baby a me ye adwuma no Debbie me certainly not on social media na se me call LinkedIn na me kyere ho say me ye adwuma wo school we mu any Yeah, network ni. Me change network no. Yeah. It's a network jam. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's the name? 1G no kwanini. Scholar, it's saying you can't hear anything. Chai. The case like brody. Formally approved. Maybe what's the name? 1G no kwanini. I have to correct for 3 points. Me pesa wote sa asemi a me beken ase. Ese se wote niema bebre ase. Ansa na why comment about niema bi. Me we nipa bi a me do wo mo na me bu wo. Na makan wo mo comment about sade we. Kwadwo me hia no wo awomriku a ne interview bi so me ne kwadwo interactive me nige no ho. Yes, niema wo ye boa nkwada ni bi wo ho a good social interactions. Na mom I am hunu nkrofo bebre wo Facebook titro Ghana teachers. So wo mo ye adwuma wo baby foforo na senka nye GS mpo. And they are as lax as they are with a niema bia enka nkrofo wo madwuma bo wo mo through social media wo Ghana nka edoso. And ba aku bia meko hu social media ye say our day. And o teacher ni jimifo wo gina kire mo ye teachers be 4 or 5. Na mo de nkwada na kogudu ase. And nkrofo bi de wo mo maame chense atete aduane agum di aba. Ebinom de friends konkruwa ebinom de grawa ni nyina na ye de hihye aduane ni gum de abegu social media na ye de camera sim kwada no so. It's because a lot of these parents, one, don't have social media accounts and will not see their kids. 2, do not understand the professional code of ethics and don't understand their rights in terms of social media and exposure. Na se sa wo fo bebre we nyina no wo mo aye de wo mo ma photos videos beto abonten aye man kwara ne ye embarrassing kwara no ye gu nkwara no anim asigu wo mo hufi nkwara bi wa no mo hwo ata abonten ne teacher bi de camera point ne de abesi abonten se eye baby fufuro bi na enye GS na ye niema se de wo mo ye niema enka nkrofo wo badwuma bom na enye bi ni na no ba ku bi firi Ghana baby bi oba bi aya wo no anu aduane man kwada. Try that in any other place. You will not last in the classroom for 3 seconds. Wouldn't be here. And could there be medical allergies? And could there be allergies? And could medical conditions? Who do you speak to? Under whose authority do you feed the kids? It's a good thing, but your good thing can bring wahala. And so in the teaching profession, it is frowned upon. You don't feed children. Toffee could I be Tom man baby? Debbie. Yeah, so professionalism is a problem. Near the camera to a so no or two yumbi go breast tie home ran now with the public platform. So there is a clause about confidentiality in teaching code of ethics. Bibri. In school no we ye juma wo hono kura wo boni din. Now what the can send bifa akwada bi wo hu P4 ho. Akwada bi a wono ne papa ewu or they ahoma saying the con. Wow, but other people are able to listen to school needing. Chrono a also. Sakurano P4. And near to me identifies Sakurana confidentiality clause being in many places. As for teaching, and someone want to make an inhibini. They be a catcher and near my mechanical social media about UK educational system. No. Anyhow, I near my working. One is because I'm a major free system. And in fact, I don't ever intend to return to classroom that way. UK and me plan. Say me plan it pass me call back and videos I me throw me debate about FFT targets. Because the what kind code of conduct no I say and near maybe a conflict of interest. As teacher in the classroom, no, my prime your friend is a loyalty should go to school. No, I'm a woman, and then kwadano I'm a woman, woman, and the system to which I teach. I am actually a tool of the system. I know even no morals and ethics and how would the ability be mentioned? Why? Good evening, Sister Salwa. To say, share and kwadano ni school ni network no, and I make young teacher be cry idea. School when you report to there are designated people in schools. I to me reporting same be the children. And same be what is here, make head of department. And same be what make head of department in the hall. And same be a child protection officer when I'm and same be a head teacher and go straight. And same be a head teacher and a governing body in a chair. Yeah. And yen yemen in a divulge edition profile wo school you know. And yet documents who was school in any name profile was school in discuss you. Mimi say your juma me say no. Me a teacher in a child physics there. But my juma second half no, it's about a teacher for say the training teacher for any school no strategy I want to be maybe training teacher and near maybe what metia. My young for pa school baby some. Have you heard about such a thing? They say you are not allowed to ask. Means but don't ask me that question. Me answer no. Don't ask me that question. Because asem ne chire nkrofo a wo monim no moti ase a na ade na end. Don't ask me that question. Means me ma omuaye. Professionally, ethically, because asem no kra chire wa wo kra ma compromise ma how? Oh, because I just told you one year about a near maybe. Professionalism is a big issue in Ghana. Wow. In spite of the fact, say I have no doubt, say in the best interest of say you or pursue improve and niema. But Charlie, internal and niema be would the betwa bontia where breaching codes be. One more person one show. But I could be a me A+ or see teacher could do to the children near maybe it would GS and that John Mahama Yanchinantu. Kwame. So I near my way na many more problems. No. In fact, when you write these things for cheap agendas, I am a time because you mislead and crofon follow near many people. So you are manipulating people's ignorance with Sadiwi. Is it, are you suggesting, say, GES for no normal code of conduct and the Obia Bang? And that's the same. GES for no, I think woman be about code of conduct and that's what patch the same. IGP, Awaba say, or your vigilant, no teaching crofo too. IGP back up a same or no, on teaching crofo too. Until I don't know what has that got to do with much about police conduct. Code of conduct, net a whole. Me se mreni wa beka se mreni wiase da mra be no wo bedwuru en nipa a wo mo emratimi dien ma ye bobo pa wo wiase ba bia ye teacher for o teacher ni wo be yade a consultation ese se okoye ye bi ni me wo ha me ni be school for wo memorandum of understanding about niema me ye wo social media how you won't believe it but me cause school ho na me yes ade we did that. Because I school honor, now me running my businesses with that. Me school honor, you see, teacher won't me a business. Ordinarily, teacher, you wouldn't me only business. Yeah, can you believe it? But I am telling you, me school no. Yes, say ordinarily, teacher near where Juma was at school wouldn't me only business. It's me that one more friend me woman me dim come. First thing I'm catching on me what business you. Me akra na me make it men krata ukrum how. And me free men krata no so for afe. Mo pa ye be ye adwuma mo mpa ye nye sa time no mo teacher ni no say yeah wo mo be ye nti me ametena me nkrata so no school nkrata for afe me ne wo mo sign nkrata de stamp sisi so ma ye nyina ye te ase me amatwe amanse me kasa wo social media me kirade me kasa wo twi mu me nka brofo se me ka brofo a me kasa about sadi we sadi enti me niam bi wo ha mo de send me amimua mo. Sister, why won't you talk about me? About any people because me dear grab manu aduane abo me. Yodium, Ghana for yodium, moka hubi, and akwaju, na juma abon. Moka ho. Yodium. Mode ne kwaka, a lesson my yemu bebre, as a see a anu ye. Yemu bebre, as a see a dinyan satoni, maybe home. And near maybe. Yes, and then I read that as workers, we have a duty to protect the interest of our employers. Grievances whatsoever must be channeled through appropriate quarters. And no teacher you would ebedu, and you cannot be defended. I just say ebia yen call for you. And I make a teacher for any baby wo ha wo ye muya wo and I ye hunu wo and yes significant near child. But if somebody really wants to pursue you, code of ethics no and no be you and some guidelines for practice and some professional ebe you bibi do confidentiality ebe do social media especially bibi to say kwadwo say also the teacher na the kind a professional title you be catch say you are profiteering from a professional title for personal gain ye be you I just say will be mpel ye be you baby akwadwo ye adwuma o ma ne daddy on social media confidentiality be you and sem bia ye de sending wo school e de ma a teacher for under confidentiality. You are only private to say information because you work in that school and you work in that system. And notice that when sakasa information, you are only allowed to use it in Now your brain will memo, your brain will information. Now when sakasa information in your professional capacity. Now what fast information if your professional capacity need about social media outreach. Now what by starting campaign waha. Now we be the rule near maybe one and in Sembeba and nuntina. I am most people using whistle blowing. Me se mo ka hu bi yodium na modi ye kwadwo na mama kwadwo wa beta menem. If we Nebuchadnezzar de odium to kwankwa na de bia wo ba wo kopeba. It is a mania. Oh, of course, there are health workers more code of conduct. I'm just telling you, because a teacher for minors and vulnerable people. Because of non-maleficence. There are many enema in the teacher's professional conduct and the ethic rules to keep yourself safe using social media tool. Talking about enema in professional capacities tricky. May research about enema be, but even me research ni mu maybe because it's a school na me no. Na ye betini ahunu ba bi e wonti enema ni bi wo kra me ntimi mo so. Me research ankasa. Me nya ho information, me twere wo thesis no. But in any na me beto me Facebook, me company Facebook account, I'm there to abonten. Me be a video about research no me no. Ese se me ne ethics for di nkomo. Ethics for no say so me ye me namfo for. Ye di nkomo on a daily basis. Me be share sa dey way because I do need to talk about my research no. Nti ha no make connect saying yes David don't go here. Ade we be you, ade we be do. Man ko ha you way free. It's frustrating. But as I say, Imagine Jacob said, this is advice from your dad. He said, anywhere you work, watch your mouth. Not everything is answered by a subordinate. Direct everything to your bosses, especially in teaching. Code the you are mobile. Now you now where you maybe one like that. Oh, companies be about Facebook, minimum crofo be that woman. Hey, I can see a A+ no. You can see A+ at the same. What ye dear? Annie. A dear way at to advice, a footful. As I said, a ma actually ye, my yen nara, especially a teacher for no woman who Facebook, Ghana for no. Our day, yenchi camera, yen chankro for ma, yen family to Facebook, the teacher for me chiamo. Mohoye, Mumudu one mojumebako. Me bob so why you say video ni bia ko deleting in 10. Na man ni bibiem da. Akura bi ka bibi wo school, wabon, no atwe camera, no watcha. Na dia better social media ni a humiliate akwada ni a huru akwada ni a ma ya gu akwada ho fi Momo bi wo hokura mu gu nkwada nanimu ase no anoma ba ya twe camera de film mo whilst you are enjoying the humiliation of a child because you hunu bebre wa. I see a lot of those videos. And if one were to report sa videos ni bi nanka GS if we say mama me hunu se wo mo follow social media niema wudi agora awadwuma beko. Obi ba no atwe camera de asi nanim because my school uniform nya fa teacher for no me chia mo. Mo ho te sen. Yeah. Compliance is an issue. We've had problems with compliance in our system for a while. Eben, take people's pictures and post to Facebook. I'm telling you, you don't listen to advice, you listen to yourself. I know. I hope so. You are telling yourself common sense. Me no anko so ya de amankroфо ma teacher ni wo Ghana just ansem phone di nenya kwada na letimi di kusia ati kosia etia bi no more religion se woni mu akosia kosia wo hoyi enkwada bi ye allergic to kosia ensem pi di kosia chi enti ye nchiche kosia mankro ye ncha aduane mankrofo ma without consent. Teacher for hwehwe ni mu for me na mepam school uniform mankrofo ma for no Ghana na ohienti aya na nkrofo abu omani agu ni yema bi so. Now if someone were to go and complain so pam atade ahye ne ba wo na wo sika wo na abekire ne ba ye ya atade ayenhye wo na wo be set standards of school uniform dia ma wo bi a wo no address ne ba school nka abeti open akwara bi mpaboa ba akwhwe nifa ba akwhwe nifa benkum no wakotwe phone iti teachers no mechia mo wo de afagimi na twitwa nkrofo 9 pictures na fa to content the ya we one day koso jimi sa why akwara bi ka brofo na no to fa so eti wo unprofessional teacher wo na wo betwa na dia beto abonten ne nkwada nkrofo adi obi ba ho few gu akwara bi animase humiliate somebody's kid, embarrass somebody's because you want to abuse your power as a teacher. Koso mechia mu nyina mo hoye de mo mreba they be ameka kire say in our spaces no aya na ehia test cases. Unfortunately many akwa why GS for test case. It is a statement of intention and I do hope some more practice especially minimum binu they want a no match some no me hip teachers. Me wo groups bebre mu wo Facebook aya me hu mrantie bia wo mode atoto so and there are many days when I see these pictures and I'm like oof, don't they teach these people when they are training as teachers so wouldn't me twa will be a picture without parental consent. Ghana ni winim saade winim se wouldn't me mfa wo phone twa will be a picture never mind video. We are the same people calling for the system to work. But one your problem in Ghana, they say it is a lot of ignorant people calling a system to work who don't even know how systems should work. And one would do and a boab near the woman in a car feel says a system near Juma. Will be said how the system is not working. It's okay. How do you want the system to work? People cannot find jobs. Like why? Do people have qualifications for jobs? Do people have experiences for jobs? Can people create jobs? Anna, the system is not working. We cannot feed our families. You see, feeding families. And then benchmark for systems working. Yeah, nipa bia say noise makers. Facts in your cross reference. Emotions near the casa. It's me say I and simply say ba. Severe nut allergies, baby. Peanut allergy is just one of them. And yeah, no. Now, what fret sick word you near who party? I said, yeah, boy. And yes, you. I fear it is bullying, it is abuse of power, it is a lot of things. Now that was to mean what system is working in what place because me I am part of the system. I am the eyepiece. I am the mouthpiece of a system. I know it does not work. And look how big to my free United Kingdom. I got tired of fighting. I got tired of trying, especially for before Nkwara. I got tired of wanting a better from Kwadebi, and I found myself emotionally exhausted. Can who be my which system is working? The system is working for the buggers. No more mahin ne school. I want to track exams. Now want to Germany, German buggers me even though mo won Nkwara no Germany. German kasa no one womaka from the get go. And no much qualifications they to ask him. Momo do one is school dropouts. Say the truth. A lot of your children are school dropouts. Is the system working? Holland, Michiamo, Hollandaise, more. Momano so drop it out of school like flies. Is the system working? United Kingdom, Michiamo, system, and I'm going to do one good Brixton police station, Brixton prison. Hey, and the system is working and packed because the children are ending up in Brixton prison for sure. America, Michabo, so how do you name a the system is working for the crowd, and you become at them. Many Abambi, I in America, actually more. Or see, we have educated illiterates. Now, some of them educated. You were illiterates. You were stark illiterates. And so, also. Stark illiterates, clueless illiterates. Oh, maybe there was system. And so, Philip, Michelle, it is saying the system is working for the same here. Per factory, one house, one factory. Minimum papa was our factories, but okay. We are the mechanisms of the system. Yeah, Jumana. Maybe so. Marveling, baby, I know. Oh, yes, system, no. The eyepiece, maybe. Is it working? I feel sharp. I mean, you're John Ejakwa. It's the same. I hope so. Me. Anita, in our system, we have a lot of ignorant people calling for a system to work. But they don't even know how systems work. This is the problem. There are a lot of people screaming, the system is not working. The system, no, besides, how do systems work? They don't know. They want systems to put food. Or per se system, ni bi womanum titi aduane hyem. One more per se system, ni bu na ni gu so when they offend. But they want the system to work when they need it in particular ways. The systems don't work that way. If systems are working, casualties will be had. It be not too many doing. The system let's start to say work here and grow food be beka. And America Ghana systems let's start to say yeah, Juma teacher for our mobile lusu Juma just through Facebook Ghana and KGB. If you know no maba nominating kwadano instead so mobile chere subjects na dia ma no nom the video abeto abonte omni kwadano be gina do ano aye America enye period aye de kira de na teacher for na dia sa videos no. And also meaning teacher be our post this na the school administrators na pick it up 15 or 20 minutes. Our digina one in Quran chia when she was supposed to be doing literacy or no work or disciplinary. Sometimes you don't hear the stories behind some of these videos. Now, the aya that container do one a school system no they approve teacher for no. Aya na day timetable collapse day bia. Yem fa mechere English, math, science. Ye di be ye bi fufuro. Ye motivational day be a teacher dey akora no be gina because you saw one video of an American teacher. On him credit in a special handshake. Ne puna no say teacher for nyina agai. And woman nyina a handshake instead of teaching the curriculum. Yeah. Meaning, have you heard of non-maleficence there? Do you know say wasting curriculum time? A maleficence. And I win him. Wasting curriculum time. Making sure sa akwarebi ntimi nsua de no one pass exam be affecting akwarebi life chances because of agudie a ewo wani so unprofessional stupid behavior sometimes that you adopt without actually thinking no. Munim say it can do you and amunim. Hey, don't get me started on this one because social media with Ghana teacher for aid is a bugbear of mine because in some baby 30 30 minutes. That teacher need and it's supposed to be his math period. Math teacher. And so say wadani dance teacher. And we jina bonten one nkwada ni nyinesa. And kwada ni nyina be fail wo math exam because wo teacher yen share. He will not teach what he is supposed to teach. He will not teach it. No abet na ho no yen share ni hu. No saying kwada adaje. Na mumu dodo na mahura be say that's a good teacher. Me say clueless fools. Clueless you. Wohwe niema ni so won ti ase. Me physics teacher na mabet na me ne wo ma ye bu atopa because me pese me entertain wom because me wo ho me enkomode. You the school employed me to be your child's clown. Me boa. Na me entertain wo ba. Afi wo be kwa kwatwere physics exam no atwi poto. Wantimi antoa so. Mumu dodo na munnim se nkwase agoro bi ankrofo ne moma di no classroom ho ka ho bi. Ene enkoso no. Enkobohunu. A teacher for ni bi wo ho a mo ne nkwada ne ye. A teacher for ni bi kura de nkwada ne tonwade. Ebinum de nkwada ni bi kodo. And I make the system has not been working. It's what found ready. But I say the system is beginning to work. A bit dimunina mako ne sienyansa. Fa pedrodie, fa bow hukoko. Ne ya ye. Your time is coming, and I cannot wait. Nana Wusu. The system will evict GES. I am realistic. Which system will evict GES? This is something that bleeds my heart as a parent. Because a teacher for when we get things wrong, a life sentence, and yes, you impose it on them. The future criminals become criminals because women need qualifications. The future armed robber were ordained by the teacher. A teacher for a commission and quality be more armed robbers. A man who will be able to no medicine, a English teacher, math teacher, and a science teacher, and a commission woman you know to a shower. Young children, woman, woman, or the network, or the network. Walk to the basic exam, no one report or NASA. If you walk on one way, she answered, Brofi want it. Dear, what it over in fast will be able so 18 total one or the penalty. And I want him share. Aye, a teaching in Yabia, did Yagro. Teaching the Yemfen Yagro. Because when you get it wrong, the ramifications are scary for Yeninara. And yes, teaching code of ethics no a tight, a regimented because of because of the position of trust and power and the position of influence the teacher for. Joyce was serious many people say na make catch on. And my ya no one titi we see bi ha or baby or her in fact what na so doing who be say sister toto no na na betimi didi ho when didi ni toto ho a won didi he enkrofo sua tirebo wonim bo yesua nwom to wonim to brofo ano mathematics no ni ni certificate bia so woni skill bia enye toto ya na obedidi ho na den e ma ni bo toto na which truth? And no na a ignorant position in Ghana for no truth ben. Now why ne Ebusiafo mo timi nka. Network no, a flicky between the various ones. Can you hear me? Okay, Asaye. If you can hear me, let me know. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, good. Ebenezer says most of our people just speak about things they have no idea about. That's one of our problems because they hear others saying it and we are all parrots. We just repeat and mimic. In America, you cannot just give anything to someone's child without their parents' consent to share. They may be thinking of doing something good, but they might end up bad. Is one of the problems. Ghana for teaching platforms, places I am and I'm about teacher for. There are disciplinary actions against the conduct of nurses and midwives if a report is made. And you won't my main blockers are when you're serious. What? Rahman Isifu. Ube Jai Sansim, who know I am with me video. We are Mala Makoko be a Facebook page, maybe. Can I also call your Malam or Facebook page? So then you maybe pages on Abe Malam. And I got to say, hi, free advertiser when you're serious. I'm in block okra. And some who say, if I show me back, I mean, deleting them. Madam, Malama Quadrobeno. I mean, when I mean deleting and saying who crime for me pages. I mean, I'm saying me near that difference and for my block will delete comments and I'm assuming if you didn't. Many Africans, no, he saw no so did the Malam semi babeto to our. I don't want Facebook page. I'm Malam. Why no be a page and I will bet an abbey advert? You serious? I think more I say some phone, I am fighting the rest of 2021. They do 2022 and after my saying violence. Anyway, as I was telling you about a teacher phone, like I said, a teacher phone way. Your code of conduct in a regimented ankasa because if we get it wrong, the ramifications are serious. And to when you teach a new Ghana, Muaya na kane na mode ya yensem nyina kogu no akoka and asumesi betwa 4/10 no egu nanimase munyina momreba very soon wodi will be bar results beba beto Facebook ha na awofo no omunyina benya Facebook accounts ni bi. Woman you now be aware of the fact that it goes against the code of conduct and you better report to you will lose your licenses. Facebook habit soon. You can't. You must be very careful on media. So we teach here. And you made me to do no a dorsal. Share. Na many will be kunto kwansa na de neti koy nipa na me ne kono eye wo mo be church because he's speaking the truth. What truth? Because I'm speaking the truth. Enti police for no CID for no mo wokurum no ya wo mo hunu criminal activities e wokurum nyina no wo mo nyina mra bonten beka truth enchire ye wo ho o mo nchire baby am robbers ne wa wo mbekwa kwasoa wo mo na anadwo no Operation Vanguard, as I say, what would be becoming in actually near Shabu armed robbers na amane. And Sana Chinana do yakwachiwom because they are speaking the truth. One will say we normally say a baby Ghana for be school dino, I am a wura. When him say wouldn't mean painting will be done without permission to a dining wura. And you may be why bureaucratical. You crow me and name. Me mercy me dine e will feel Ghana. Who born dog so would the paint be kwakwa me dine. But who be who school dine be say see community no. School dining ya would ya. But the bear was so who beat me a coping. Would him dine ura? Where be sana? Waka chiro se painting ni dine. Waka wabo amani. So what person talk your friends beans baller and he say a digana for baby omuko baby omusi baller and sisi ha we want to provide baller no makoto to baller no me coach you dan car kwan no ho omu mfro bia omu mo bia mane Then for the ball and a gum na yema. When I bought the baller, people did not. Which people? What our baller? What they command local authority for no one or see Debbie? What they command a metropolitan assembly no or see Debbie? What they command strict assembly or see Debbie? Into the other baller no go to a car crying no hokeke or say I. Now winning and I will say never is a baller no money ma. A Tony Pacron so. One name who that so we talk baller to see car crying no one. Baller nanka sent me sorry. One name who that this is the problem with us, the average Ghanaian. One name who that say SSN ni panwa or no tacit as a baller no. Ye bona mani no baller to do SS were clear. One name star baller clear your contract. Into me, your contract I mean swap for boxes of baller. Me bana ma bet check 20 boxes of baller waha. Men are men swap 20 boxes of ball and menyesika with him. When they it's not part of my contract. It's not an agreement. Me ba me sisa for one. Me jadi akagu. Hey, you mean when I donated the baller, they left it to rot. Which day? Did you give your baller to any day or say Debbie? That's the Ghanaian for you. Yes, I we take matters in our own hands. Aya yembu system biya. Ye pesi ye de ye pe. Ye wia ye system bi nye adwuma. Won't be painting school dying. Abra won't je permission. Won't be kura nko school bim any teacher for ni nkomo. Abra won't be sa permission. Me say assemblies in the school be pen. I'm a TV crew a dimechi. Man coffee sada. Me divert to another place called Parky or Hokodam down for a while and Sarah may so to a person. Because TV crew baby some question. Maybe a medium in Komobi. Maybe a TV for any what Chiapo baby be a walk was in me. Maybe I will be a quote. Near what you say teacher in the school said, well, we Juma. Above. Hey, change must come. Change should have been here yesterday. Ignorance, so and then a perfect to know Nin about. Malam. Monka Muntu Malam no for no yin as a free aqua. Hey, atos and wako semi made scholars. Yeah, Semu. Semni dear, yes, I'm the door, so I'm telling you. Teacher me. No one could be a better upon here, ye discipline no. No one word you are a teacher man quada. What to mean where you are a teacher man for mo? What to mean chair the anime man for mo? Because maybe what home in your quasia, dear me pesa me de mamma man made them out. It be a net hear me, but the fact is, we see can't chesa wouldn't with me tell the anima me bow. Wo be mammy banner near the school, and you made a woman to us what if you have it to us. And now wo ba mammy banny different taste, they drew and you made a banner by mammy pressure, and I'm on your home. So when you're in Hosada. Me no as a parent, a refuan amewo. It's me banny go school, we are never boobia man, so one corey. Madam know it all, wafa know it all, have it all. What the enemy said is your friend say obutu man kwadedi. Na uyi nama kesiye edi tutuso. Una wuska. Me ntimi ntonamo. Enwumere ne me ba ne ba fie na me benua me refu ankwan no. Na me de manua wa hu say wo nhwehwe anim nti me ba bebu manim tia. But most of us will not think about it. There be that. Eba wo musa wonu aduane man krofo ma na de hwehwe ni mu na adimrika kurukuru. You can't cook for my kid. Hey! Do you know how to provide better for my kid than me? Huh? Would decide any one grow with krofo bi baby a woman e wo betina adoa wo ma so de akoduru no. Wo bedwiri. And when you really listen to the argument, tie ni nyansem, wo say the parents dey kana asem wo. Wo benua aduane abre me ba na wia. What be set standard for nkwan de enam edidem na me ba na dibi na me ba na hunu say say na nkate kwan tie no problem edru anwumra na me ye awrefua nkwan na ma check osua mu miensa de ama me ma ne se wo mu ni won say won hwehwe ni mu nti. Now you have exposed me as an inadequate provider before my child. Meet me no what na ho adoa ngoma so because me nsuma. It's difficult to give food to nkrofoma and go free. Hey, Toffee cry and chichi be school. Share. Theo, thank you. Food poisoning and a lot of things. Charlie, teaching is one of those places that SSE is streamlining Wagana na ehu. What teachers still do on social media with them performer. And one ehu. Professional code of ethics, no. GES4, you need to apply it better. And GES4, you need to come and visit social media. I have 3-4 platforms. Say more koswa. And come teachers no be half a day instantaneously. Nka half be lose woman. We have to be very careful the way we do things. Media problem really. It is a aquaba major. But sometimes, Charlie, when these things are said, it bleeds my soul. It kills me. But no could have been so. We can't pretend to say no could have been so new. No, say my work, no. But no could have been so. Anyway, mass man person catch it with me. Teacher Kwedo, me say, o ye minuya me penasem me drone pa. But GS4 communicates be Kwedo de betu appointing. It breaches professional confidentiality. It is a GS4 Kwedo womu benyano. Case ninsem no kura started say obobono. The way he shared some of those things, whilst the case was still ongoing and whilst he remained an employee of the GES, and non so omo de ejina so tuyanwa omo bedino. Akwan horo bebre a womo pese womo tochi Kwedo. No mu jina so di na di edoso. Me nim which one they used in the end. But mene kakra bi a me wo ha no. Me hu ye no. Me hu bebre a se GES for pese womo jina so tochi Kwedo a womo betumi ato ache no. Or say your child buys food from outside, even on campus. How do you account for that? Me, as an adult, if I give my child permission to go buy food from outside, that's my prerogative. It doesn't give you, a teacher, it doesn't give you permission to give my child food. Hey, you're confusing ya maybe. Share. Boy, we take a lot of things for granted. We think we are doing good. Debut. Share. You can put yourself in a lot of trouble with do good. Yeah, me kura didi matembi. Didi matemo ha. Oswald, you see me, you're jealous. I'm saying, boy, yeah. Maybe my childhood was not good. Into my baby. They take advantage of children. They expose children, recording children. Share problems in the door. So many British man is saying. In places, babe, and I make an Kwedo and cat. One more person will jina so twitchy Kwedo and come the betchin a door. Me who baby was social media hacker just watching the post. My mama me say communicates ni bi wo ha Kwedo because he works for the GES. It was not publicly available information. And that kind of information is divulged on professional grounds under no circumstances. Do you take adia in professional confidentiality and bring it to public space? And no, you bet watch you. You bet watch you. One. Even and I make an frame and I'm a call and I'm a director. I can't ask them a few times. And I'm a director and I'm a dear own name in the panel. Or blow the panel cover. If that person were to professionally complain, you bet watch you. Because why exposing the panel? Why exposing the panel? What be man crofwe timi eguni hufi. Bit me a causes any chronic stress. Obama public outcry. Esi ewo nipa ni tiri so. Nipa no complain ni professionally again. You bet watch you. You bet what you need. Target teacher ni be a winning ne mami. Faculty mupenyin. Now, asema ye can her PTA, what has that got to do with it? And which duties of which PTA? Now, when him say PTA, by force, a association. Parent Teacher Association. Enya by force, so your school be an abu. There be almost had any duties be I share than agreement to. Almost set it, almost set it up, said your person on my yellow. But PTA has not much to do with idea I discussing with her. Kobe, I know I owe you a conversation. We should. Lawyer. Marjuminia, it's the same. Louisa, it's the same. Boss back up, Brian, it's the same no casa. But my men koda, me we ya, my yet is a behe. Ochina, Miss Roria, Mobetminka. What? Oh, okay. Wouldn't teacher ni be our Ghana, me say tag teacher ni be a winning every teacher you know. Tag one. Catch that one must say it is time we move forward with teaching in Ghana and act professionally. It is in the interest of a teacher for several women that professional conduct is actually demanded of teacher in EBR. Catch the teacher for when they say, to social media. What? And to social media. This is just what it's saying. Major Aquaba. Bimpodie, Unia, we are genuinely from the heart, or we if you will live a still. And Niema allowed. Because mammy be no quiet or mutuno, ye in a deal say ye disciplining. She's trying to help. Who has asked you for your help? The only help you have been asked as a teacher, and it's a wobetch them quadadi. Minia Ghana, you to the two baby mammy. The only thing they have asked you to do is to teach well and to help improve student outcomes. Chradie, bon quadamo bang. Keep children well, safe. Deliver outcomes from quada. Yeah, I don't know. A comu kwa quada. Necessary a safeguarding concern. Yeah, were guidelines too. Media betie wo me fie baby a me chira de o ha me kone kom bi dia kwara me ntimi ntiti abetie ma no in the name of a kom dia kwara no. There are systems in place. As the same report ma the right people catch them say kom dia kwara we na me follow it up via the right channels and yet the fact say me hu say kom dia kwara nti na ntiti abetie ma nidi ebia na abetie etia ne na jejidi so you don't know. You've got to be careful with me. I only want to help. I only want to help. Much love, Sister Jesua. The GES has neglected the village schools for so long, and we need to voice it out. But then you also need to voice it out. And Hajia Diamond, so why you're wondering, so what person will voice it out? Mimia, you resign. You resign in protest and then you take on. You don't stay in employment. You cannot eat your cake and have it. And to be activist, in your activism drive, you've got choices to make. Okay? You have choices to make. You cannot remain employed and go on certain protests. Wow, because you are still private to some information. Employees and loyal employees and necessarily private too. When I make a teacher's contract, a very interesting code of ethics, code of conduct, a very interesting. Go and do a Google search for any of the American ones, I have state ones they are available. Search for England. They go and read the code of ethics. You will see a Niyama Waweniso. Would you search for guidance on social media? Just search for guidance for teachers on social media. It won't be too different from this one. Not really. Faculty mupenyi schools, and depending on who is setting up the teacher parents, a local arrangement. So local requirements, local rules, not the same everywhere. And what person will protest here? You rescind your job, you resign. Or resign then you go and protest. Godfred Ibo Isando, you people exhaust me. In fact, sometimes I struggle to engage. GES is collapsing. Well, congratulations. I can't compare where I am to Ghana. And who are you to tell me what I can compare and cannot compare? And what makes you think that I need to teach in Ghana to be able to speak? You exhaust me. You really do. So a group of people, no. More particular line. In fact, I'm saying engaging with you is exhausting. Because you intimi keep logical discussion and fan ko baby. Asem no wo kan baby a ekọ no enko baby a nipa na ni ji ho pe no aba no abeto no de afa baby. I am talking about teachers' code of conduct. I'm calling teachers to look at the code of conduct before they work. OCGS is collapsing. What has that got to do with teachers conducting themselves professionally? And no one common able. What has that got to do with that? And teachers conducting themselves professionally, it means and then what? Now, me chiradi with teacher, me pay juma wagana, meji teacher nibia what Ghana juma. There is enough unemployed teachers in Ghana. They don't need me there. So thank you very much. Johnson said the conditions again. This is another one I get a lot. Me, baby, I'm a chiradi. That me coy and one more salary will be to yami. Nam tia say I'm saying. Is the salary enough for me? No. Does that mean I make noise? No, because I signed a contract knowing my salary. Were you told your salary before you signed? It was bad, poor, and unsatisfactory, but you still signed. And because you signed. Bad, poor, unsatisfactory, I don't accept it. Move on. And keep trying until you find it. Because remember, private schools were Ghana, almost different pay scales. Maybe they were. Yes, there are many sides to our truth. And what starters will discuss here, because the truth can be unpalatable. How do you accept a contract which tells you your pay? You are satisfied with it. And then when the service starts, any mistake you make, I was saying, you pay. At the die forward, you money yan, Shirawusika, you to Yawana. Management should liaise with Kwejo than sack him. Boy. Me, who need a man country of you, Johnson? Teacher for code of conduct you tom. Ye will quire your faso yen, ye may be you tom. With the best of intention of speaking for ordinary teachers or speaking for ordinary citizens, it doesn't mean say near maybe become acceptable. You cannot take decisions out of sentiments and emotions when you are acting professionally. Of course not. You must be ethical in everything you do. Idaya, Minya etiseng. Idaya say here in Wales, there are safeguarding practitioners in every school. They will look into every child safeguarding. And it's a winner safeguarding issue or no hona wobeko. And I make an who near maybe about him, may head teacher could mean to me one money. And near maybe will nipper be pet. Necessary cook. Now me coco disclose it. Be disclosing we are a son. In schools, information is actually shared on a need to know basis. If I don't need to know certain things about it, maybe about practices, I'm not told. No, it's not my business to go and tell every teacher in the school everything. I can consult for teachers. No, I am a staff room. Do consult and take what can you mean? No, mumu say, Monsem beba. Monsem nam pass over. That's embeto na court. Yatum. I could be a baby and what bitch na one wabe over bon ping a campaign wabontain. Boy, there be a lawyer. There be a bo won't see a bo ban know what your person discussing. And yes, they say, I know me nato. One Ghana and no a blackmail, say, into winter minkasa because they say me a Togolese because men Ghana. In Ghana, it is my Togolese. I cannot talk about Ghanaian issues. Kwesi, then you may make sense. When I want to sense, I say, I can't help you with that one. Sorry. I am making a lot of sense to those who are cognitively capable. The problem. If you are cognitively incapable of deciphering Asemno Americanwa, I'm sorry, there's not much I can do. Why? Ebiswane linguistic challenges, I don't know. But in American, I think say a cognition. I think the problem is cognition. Those who can, one more tiasie. Say when I'm a besi. Hey, said you for posting quadra on social media. Hey, what the quadra which was my dear but one thing. The assembly boy. It didn't send baby bow. Either because you are also in professional training, so of course you will understand. And I make actually so a cognition, a comprehension, the ability to decipher the American and any problem. Those of you who are teachers, those of you who work in Abroche in places where there are codes of conduct, guidance, in small breaches, you will end up in disciplinary action. You know what I'm talking about. Salamu alaikum, America. Kif halek habibti? What they saying? Fachi yabua. Who is this one? One kasakarani wine. And now which one Ben had? And I'm sabro for no be actually maybe I copy paste because we mean how this fits in this conversation. Harriet, it is saying Aquaba. She's having hey, you're frustrating. Hey, a faculty, I will say, as some and I was actually pointing the fact out. You've picked it up in good faith. We are moving forward. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to engage you. I'm telling you. Oh, okay. Muntie Fozia can also not in schools alone, even your neighborhood. You used to share food every Eid festive until you realize certain things about neighbors. Serious. There are a lot of things about consent. Mpanyinfo na woni wo mu deal na wo chiche aduane ma wo a. Mpanyinfo can give you consent because legally they have capacity. But chiche aduane ma nkwada is different, especially when you are an authority figure to sit school. That is abuse of power. Because of Pharaoh as the teacher, Usro as the teacher, and Ubedi. Why my aduane on the duress? Hey, never you bet me accuse you of a dozen. Hey, abuse of power, boy. No, Nicholas, Yamishra wants to know Wabusia. No, I see for you now. Imana making, one must say. Me shadow, make crab and I give up. No one quote me no mean. Boy, logic is difficult. We speak emotions. It's true. It's true. Yaba piduni. Utuza afina posti and etiti me. Pastor Yabs one. Should I say? Me say no kure asem we mu nsem no edoso. My best friend just has who need the idea be brofo. Yasemo. Boy, Kofi, code of conduct no cry asem. Michael Edu to say majo. Na kwa me be mpon me chiawo. Yasemo. Logic no aya na a challenge. Yasem. We say obi two arguments if you had no dia kosia, no obi two no dia kosi baby foforo. And I'm like, huh? My network can be like that. But parents are not allowed to post their kids without their consent. You're complex. I see you. It's saying. Serious, and for man why you do social media. No, winning teacher Libya with this answer phone. I'm sitting for no. They are refusing to understand. Hey Harold, I hope Norway is treating you well. Oh, and I make a comprehension. I understood that challenges happen. If you post my kid without consent, a bayer will say, "Are you?" The last few weeks, any club no, they wanted to take pictures and see pages of consent and necessarily sign it. And sign a woman to me a professional photographer, Pamela Bichakara. Near the after 2 baby, I mean, see a day to for publicity. But then no crano, just see a ceramic message. Jimmy consent before they request, so they need permission to request consent. And yes, I'm Kitwa. Lauren, that's why your nurse when you teacher, but when she goes to work, she's only allowed to look at the charts of those under her care. If they catch you looking into other patients' charts, she's in trouble. I could be fired on the spot for konkonsa, for poking your nose where it does not belong. You can lose your job on the spot. Nurse for it affects them. A teacher for it affects us. Many people in professional capacities, sadly, not affect them. But you enforce it into your case. Blessed. As I'm saying, it is beginning to become an issue because I'm saying the rules of academia are the same everywhere. Remember, we adopted our former school system from Britain. The ethics of academia, we do not have Ghana one and Europe and America one. A standard. Search GES for they will model it on the BB. Typically, maybe the British one, but they will adopt code of ethics, which will not read differently from the rest. You are spreading the word in the States. Johnson said, you agree. Some of what we teachers do is contrary to the code of conduct. You can't have 100% attitude-wise teachers in every part of the world, but you are educating the teachers not to be too committed to the work. How? Message was subject. That is your prime mandate. Your second mandate is to make sure say akrane well-being, well-being. You're guaranteed at all times. But me power chow. Maintaining well-being, and you're taking matters in your own hands. Why? The fact is that come do will be back. And she said, "Yanibia will be at Titimano." So give him paracetamol. Try it in places. Kokoma will be bad because one you want to help with welfare. And when a parabiti and ya then a doctor for her. One more medically trained, no my a social welfare issue I report you. Ghana, when you say social welfare systems for Ghana since may a woman social welfare for. I know most of us don't see them in action, but they exist. Woman you're reporting here maybe two. And when you will pay welfare from Parana, some proof when you be chased woman. SaaS systems need to activate you, and you're taking things in your own hands. And debut, man, Kotoya ama will be back. Man, Pam school uniform, Mama will be back, and she doesn't mean you're committed to Medjuma. Welfare. And your welfare, you see a chichedu and a chichenta, the amount of debut. Welfare is over sharp. No wash if there are signs of neglect. If there are signs of neglect, also knowing who to report to, a part of Wejuma, you should be trained. And in fact, and Komoya winning media, Johnson, I am worried. Say who you should report to if you have concerns. And if this is a training, this is something we need to raise with GES and ABEBI immediately. This training should be offered to every teacher so teacher need what to do. As a teacher need Yeah. Yeah, so lawyer. Those kid videos are not funny, Marvelyn. They are not funny in any way. I as soon as you hear you what in Ghana, you can check and for ancestors in your medical records. Here, yeah, still. I also hear with NGOs. Yeah, non-disclosure is one of the first ones. Non-disclosure. And I make a pedo. Non-disclosure, baby. Confidentiality, baby. Saa mmienu wei at least ebedi kwadwo a wo defend no a enyi me se me kora social media ha kakra bi a ya mehwe de mehunu de nkrofo share no bi non disclosure and a confidentiality, those two clauses ebedi kwadwo it may as teacher you know edi me nua kwadwo no enya de a esese me celebrity but esese me nso me de adwe to me de na me kwetena se na ko bi sa sister wo so betimi adi wana. And so we teacher ni wo Ghana say we teacher ni wo Ethiopia Togo baby a wo bi ese so bi sa ho wo so wo niam bi a wo ye e betimi ama non disclosure edu confidentiality ebedu loyalty to your employers ebedu. So Francisca nyame anim sometimes I na asem na ye you and Lily see ono so ye nurse you she had to unfriend a friend on Facebook once he became a patient to a colleague nurse on the team. Not the patient too, but another colleagues. And yes, so lose a friend. Rules are rules. Bam. Bam. Nye baby na ye di emotions niko. Nye baby na ye di emotions niko. Fatima say you sometimes see teachers posting pictures of students. Fatima, listen, as a teacher, you know these things. I am about to be a teacher. Just acknowledge so they know so you're teaching. No matter comment na positioning na say. Fatima is a fellow teacher. Or say sometimes she sees teachers posting pictures of students with additional learning, special needs, and laughing about it. It always makes her wonder what's happening with some teachers in Ghana and social media. You pray for a time when parents will start suing such teachers. Mrs. I can't wait. One more embarrassing crofoma. One more ding crofoma bet for public ridicule and bullying. Some crofoni in our time about kakra. UK schools need parents' consent prior to posting any photos or videos, of course. Being able to take over the picture on the device, we need your permission. Any, I don't know. I'm not sure. School, I may make a next room, but I don't know. It's been a while. Yes, Anita. Maybe say me research. It was school. Sixth form expect to be my research because of that consent. Akra under 16. Parents no consent and sana akra no consent, which is not really consent, and sana gatekeepers consent. Yes, so just to speak with them, and yes, simple, sir. Blessed beyond belief is a sister of mine. Mom funny comments this serious, so she doesn't mean them or the entertaining her. See, you cannot move to another world to read the patients folders here in Ghana. It's because in Ghana, the entire world is in your care and you have to know about every patient under your care. Unlike abroad, when you have the specific number of patients. You see, maybe say, I didn't know. The school nurse will call the parents and seek permission on medication and Sanya administer. Yes, I because the Faba na for the baby. Eunice, I think that's what it is. Code no ho. Embreni wa bekase embreni ho. Code no ho da. It's just it's being applied for the first time and people are screaming. Anything that make actually say A+ is say in the comments I found unfortunate. A+ is say obi aban so ya kwadwo twere near maybe ya me pursue no. And I'm like obi aban so. What has that got to do with the teacher's code of conduct? Really? The fact is that it was not enforced at a particular time. Has it got anything to do with the power? Why do we politicize and maybe unnecessarily, sir? And I expect Kwame to know better. than to bring sad way inside. It does not belong in this conversation at all. And then as soon as she is doing it in a joke, but it's not a joke. Or say what the say to the teacher. So refer the child to the running nose teacher. A health refer my school nurse and ask somebody responsible for health. A BB emergency, call emergency services. When you CPR trained, when you say to me of a CPR in emergencies, do you guys know? Mimi say you're training with CPR training. When you CPR certified that, wouldn't mean CPR. And you may be how wouldn't be you. And you may be one son obey and when you may be who has with me answer. A story written by Richard Edu. Report on allegations of professional misconduct against Mr. Michael Free of Akrofom DA Primary School in the Akrofom district of Ashanti region. Management has studied and reviewed the report of the Akrofom District Disciplinary Committee on allegations of professional misconduct. Oh, that's professional misconduct, and I want to know what the details of it is. And I make a non-disclosure, bedino. Confidentiality, bedino. And each one of these can cost you your job. Each one of these can cost you your job. Yeah. Nana, seriously. Say, a simple, Ogidi, it's the same. Styling, it's the same. Eunice, Nyankupon Shirao, Mutie. Eunice says, San were your teacher Wagana, and the code was given to everyone. It's a small booklet. I pray teachers put sentiments aside and mind their business in the school. Next, say, a teacher code in Amamo. Teacher for a code of conduct, and please share some with me. Namin Febin Twabonte, Mame. Why? Ato, I was reading from your comments. They say you might also be in the profession. You also used to be a teacher. Yes, once a teacher, always a teacher. Yeah, there is a chain of communication where you can report concerns to. As a software employee handbook and the policies, you cannot work in places, and ignorance is not an excuse before the law. Yes, workplace policies need to be where see a go back near kind. As a see a kind. Cody as a see a kind. And yes, said in December. In December. Philemon, Yankopon Shira was who a teacher was South Africa, a hopra yamanin disclosing yamau. Miss me teacher one year, so me crowd more West Lady would me can me. Means so what I imput. Me, boy. To give permission for dear consent, yeah, you must sign. Anyway, yes, Harriet, you are right. He's a politician. You are right. That sums it all up. Yabase, I keep asking, are Ghanaians really ready for the change Ghana requires? Because these are some of the things which will hit us like fire. It will hit us like a ton of bricks. We want progress, but we also fight progress. You take pictures of a child. Here. Oh, we devise this. Boy. Even if the uniform buttocks in Yana is torn, you are not Father Christmas. If they haven't eaten for 2 weeks, you are not the school feeding program. And Semna blessed, they can, she does them tongue in cheek. But the points are dead on point. When you're Father Brunya, when your school feeding system, when your parent you, hey, boy, you must sign, you must give consent. And I make a social media for ye yodio, mommy ye kwajo yodio. In fact, assembly for that year. A futu for no. In fact, as I said, mama kwajo, a mutiny maybe, who would do me maybe. Meaning, send up kwajo person keeping a jumadia, a be swan one person. Maybe he wanted to lose his job. I don't know. And minimum crophobia, woman, so person will lose one job. Sometimes people just want to be sacked so that they can explore a different line of inquiry. Minimum. But se na kwadwo pese wo keeping adwuma ese senka niema bi ekọ akwan foforo bi so. Yeah, people want change, but when change comes, we also cry. Meti anwea bi so maame akuya. Ampa wo. Ampa wo. Me imagery ni accurate. Meti anwea bi so na medi teacher. Code of conduct no wo. Oh, maybe say, baby, I'm is the first document they give you before I do contract. Yeah, and every single year, you sign workplace policies. In your email many times. And I make a bitch. Dear teachers, be mindful of photography tomorrow, position of responsibility, and I'm making catch emails need a baby. Privacy settings on Facebook, privacy and DB. Nipa no chere o se menye stalker. But encrophobia sending the messages be on social media. So you may wish to protect. No, say I do wish to protect munyina and make sure so obi ahom masem. Enti kan munyina monko ye say adwuma we. Menye social media guru de, but kokko check your privacy. 2 ways abetimi aye ne se obekọ ha. Wako yesi ubemia ha wako check it. Wo check na enti sa asesa no. Wo wi a ma me hunu se wo de no na enti sa na wasesa no. Na ho asem ba matimi edi wachi na mu. E ye teacher for yensem doso pa. Yeah, but it's not only politics. Those bank workers who think they can take customers' numbers and call them for financial help. Abuse of position is rife away your group. A teacher for abuse your position. Bank manager abusing the position. A digit 10% of loan. Obia abusing the policeman abusing the digit 5 cities, 2 cities. Kobo. But there may be beba. And I'm very excited, in fact. And there be a yamide. Say me you do a scapegoat. Please understand. But I am excited. So finally, accountability by a system. It will streamline a lot of things for a lot of us. Next time, Okwaji police in Libya, Waji Kobo. No, suit me in a picture. Kobo police and so the home asset. Enche. Ni Kobo police if when you are steady. Teacher Nina and Senibia, Sema to me, Yakwadri. As say to me, my down. May say, school be or 1 month penny so crass it only business. Baby, I mean, you must say, no 1 month penny so until necessary catch on same business as any ever. Now, many woman sign and no yet in team so let me yak up to me them almost warm with you. Yeah, who could training? Yeah, more science work training. Ghana, they say them collect your kitchen stools, yeah, many, I don't imagine come so no so private school, also see my more conditions of service. Afibia, in fact, and you can withdraw consent anytime you want. David said our system does not respect the code of conduct. Which system? And then respect the code. Chile. I think that freedom fighters, almost yodium for no, and crofy yodium. No, my paper quadratical. In fact, yes, they can sue teacher in the school, Nina. Sadia, it's a saddest thing. One with the military, and most of you will understand, of course. Certain things don't make sense. But due to uniform, code of conduct, says, okay, yes, sir. And you keep marching. Yeah, my instruction, what's yes, and you superior, and my order was say, yes, sir. And you move. That's your code of conduct. Military for you understand this more. Logic about you. Conflict of interest is another problem. And you say obi show no person nyawa and American non-disclosure be you. Indiscretion be you. Conflict of interest be you. Abuse of power be you. Hey, traps are a bit me you would teach in these scenarios a doors. Nti esese nipa ye careful ahwe ye ka ho binti na maso camera no enkofo bisa me nchirichiri mu ti me chire mu yes yo and I make an men near maybe or how winning one you can't even tell certain people it's me when I'm for do school e bia ya committee bia ba no afre me or say what do you know about such a thing you say off limits we sabe near maybe or off limits me na for p was ade yes we am young me do pa but they are off limits ntimi sabe e sabe you will compromise me and miss me ma whom we are I will compromise you into ye so here and answer phone come so I need it sometimes yeah yes ube sign you gave permission for the picture to be taken but you didn't give permission for it to go on social media boy every year you will sign sometimes craving in between the year you will sign. I say, have you read Animal Farm? As soon as you study what in your literature, your friend is a book a reading list for her. Yeah, those comments were unhelpful. Those comments were not helpful. I live for the day I can tell you guys I don't need a teacher's pay. Hey, maybe a teacher's pay, maybe anything else. Me here teacher for pay no me in fact until wo a won so here teacher for pay no me say da wo ho so hye wo sapo mu den me sere hye wo hu yie na ho amatem wate yeah even in the same company so I say me no so we teacher ni na wo be me video yeah let me appeal to you personally ewa social media for ya di ya wo ma ye wo hi a trap e de ma ye teacher for if you I don't think that professionals are as vulnerable as we are. When they say you are not allowed to be a friend to Oskunia, which is an idea on social media, our professional code of ethics will almost be you cannot be your student's social media friend. Did you know? When him say when Timini was school from Quran into our WhatsApp group, when I know you want to keep in touch with the kids and you want to help them. But when it's mean to WhatsApp group, now one found what I knew. When it's adian. So when Sanya my name will be diablo. I'm a good edu. Not one word diane. Abo. Yeah, any. When I catch you when your child is sick, you have paid time off to go. So when debut and your baby and I will pay time. Debut. Most places are on paid time to go pick your kid. If your employers decide to make it a paid thing, a courtesy to you, and your entitlement. No, it is a courtesy most places extend to you. So a well-being consideration. But if they really don't want to pay, they don't owe you. It can be made unpaid. I need more HR for no human resources for no. Mumu be as some of company law kakra. Mumma match their rights and responsibilities now because it is misunderstood. You are not entitled. A friend is a courtesy and for the amount. These things are pathetic. I agree. They must be better. Me know ya drink. But these things have not got much to do with the discusses they say, no. It is considered unethical. Oh, social media is a trap. It's a trap for a teacher for be. Why you're careful a bit. Nurse, obi sure say about your offensive your license will be lost so fast. You won't know what hit you. I'm a man said a better. You know I'm a man said. I'm a man said when shatter the two be chat. Shut up. And I make an ebony woo ye. He said the mortuary men. Ejina ho na pictures ni beta abonte. Any other place na ebony abusia who decided some be pursue. And can confirm ho be chiri wo mu. Obi funu. Now we didn't bet abonte in compromising ways like that. Chai. As I see a suya me say a Debbie beba. See and suya media be possible. Social media is a trap for so many of us. Oh, me say me minimum crofo a woman and pictures of nkwadao. A teacher for ne bi na ba ko be ware. And woman call bachelor's party and a ba ko boy. And woman do one phone to try to say it to social media. But not nkwadaa ni bi. E use nkwadaa ni bi use fake accounts. E dia be friend teachers for no ba ko anu woman ni. We use teacher for frauding their creating account no dia be friend teacher no. Eti akwara ni hunu pictures no teacher for no a post of omabo no download it good almost no omo for platforms so no omo share the teacher was drunk. Yes say one conducting him professionally in his private time ye na di ejuode we are take I could not believe it. Yeah, didn't to garden leave but wa maybe or call discipline. He was found guilty. Yes, stripping him. I'm like, hey, fear those a minute the weekend though, and your office hours so. So I done na me kwatwe me code of conduct. Na make am. Wo ho na nsem we bi si a, eso hu nya sa da na kwatwe na mo copy of code of conduct no. Na me kwatwe magnifying glasses na me beti na ase. Na me twere nyema bebre. Until we all became very concerned. And no more human resources for put on training, explaining code of conduct in elements bebre to yen na me hudwiri me raw me draw so jane. It is a trap. It's a trap. Yes, and Crawford determine whether to employ you or not based on your social media. People decide whether to give you contracts. Maybe say, Nancy, I profiteer from it a lot. I saw your profile on LinkedIn. I would like to reach. I saw your profile on such a place. I would like to collaborate. I saw your dear. Would you mind coming to speak? And I'm like, and Sister Doris actually, in every organization, employees must adhere to organizational code of conduct, or you get fired. Misremo. One year who code the new who baby china. You who said you be saying what? And the video and your quadro na me person me didn't Hong Kong so. Quadro what you mean? Me ni quadro ni asem. The actual quadro na me ya. So we be say me ni adaje. Edia kusua de nya ho abodini na ye be discipline wo ya terminate wo contract. Say being able to work professionally as a teacher going forward is a challenge. Meaning say kwadwo wa media space no. He was defiant because of media. Ebia no wenya ne na yesi ade so. But in teaching wise ade a wo ma ye ne na anu ni na ade chi is significant for the career. It's a big deal. Okay. Is it better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah. Cody. Yeah. Can you guys hear me? Say Motimenka. Anita says school in the UK. A group of children created social media accounts under one of the teacher's name and posted all sorts of things. The teacher was suspended and investigated. Yeah. Oh, yeah. A teacher for the Hunamanu. And Kwadanit meeting wasn't be a womope. And no, they will not ask questions of Nkwada because they don't know better. They don't have capacity. We teach any no Hunamani. In TSC, a co-worker was arrested. And arrested, your job is gone. Doesn't matter what you got arrested for. And I make a on me say in the UK, we say teacher for much radio UK. No. So all drive it. No when your traffic incident, traffic incident, you must report to your head teacher immediately. Traffic incident. And yet a civil case debut. And yet criminal case. You arrest you when your traffic incident. You must go and tell your head teacher. I thought I'll copy out to just about head teacher. That's what teacher for. Your reality here. And pa. I will UK well, many places. I am terms and conditions. Then said I need two different in different places. In a village private school, maybe. I hope so. For Kwajo's sake, I hope so. Because license, no, Ebiana won't practice it. But Charlie, the license can also open a lot of doors. So it's not something you want to sacrifice like that. Hey, yeah, truth can be unpalatable. And people can have all sorts of reactions to it. Anyway, let me have answer. And I just finished running a tour, ma'am. Very bright at that moment. The saints that is bright. They do me. And I all year airport drop off for mommy. And by now, I should be driving or say driving back. Say you miss your brain. And you be. Hey, we teacher ni. Now we be video no. Me say, I hope say adia atukwa do ema winya ahye. Ese say ma winya ahye na wo hwe wo ne bi me social media na ye trap ma ye mu bibiri. Say ese see it carefully. It ye nenti. Yeah. Rita, share confidentiality rules, no. You find the lights. But confidentiality, we say never be the new confidentiality and non-disclosure. Somebody can give him a job for shaggy reasons, and I actually pray that they do. Conflict of interest is another one. Conflict of interest is another one. A bit me up to achieve. Me nim dear here when we use the chain. But I'm just saying, say, me share any post, and kasa yeni near maybe. Annie, friends say media work, you know. One more time, media work, any near maybe. Kofo bi beka say bi kura na commitment to a jumano can be questioned. And I make a teacher for you very, very, very open. Very open, very vulnerable. Really. Share. And I make a you know we must go and be careful. Yeah. Boy. Babo. Again. Well, no, I'm a bad boninti. On some quadra ball. I am watching camera no travel banner. When him so wait me twa ban but to be team members no dey. That question it is saying. Askwavadam, it is saying, or see, you are asking for a friend. Can a graduate teacher in Ghana acquire teaching job in Dubai? Do they recognize their certificate? It depends. If the person is a graduate teacher, possibly. Better. So, Obeba people's graduate certificate na ye. And now baby fulfro in the West. If a person pay easier. It depends on subject. So, what your friends say African traditional religions, they can forget it. Watch physics and watch mathematics or any of the core subjects are ABIA and young in demand. So again, and yet just teaching, no, you put it on the table. It's whether the person brings other skills, other experiences. And I am a to say, Marjo. It's a good question. And you're off topic. You discuss your teacher for us. We're a teacher for question. Oh, me say. I hear keke na me free me teacher for what Mr. Mo. Mohwem hu yi. Enim guase na mudi ngu nkwada e social media na Mr. Mo. Munyai why? Nhwehwe ni mu no amudi posti niema, especially with nkwada enim. E social media no. Ye careful. Be betimi am we lusu adwuma. Wo ko kire math, wo ko video ho of 30 minutes akode nkwada ni gina do na no. Na mo ye boxing. And they will Zuma Nelson as boxing teacher. Oh, Ghana Boxing Association, the TIACA, not General Teaching Council for GS for Ghana Education Service for the TIACA. And the Ghana Boxing Academy, and the TIACA. Do the engineering boxing, right? Don't teach math. No problem. You name him say a math lesson. You time or a video. Instead of teaching or subjects, so that's now na make no. So Ghana Boxing Association for the TIACA wouldn't need problem. Keep boxing. But say Ghana Education Service for the TIACA. No almost say English teacher. Na koye science teacher. O dey for period ni na afa kuji na won chirasa. Ni hunu so na adon kwada. Fa hwehwe ni mu fa ye e dey asembebro. Won kwada it be feeding kwada because their parents are not responsible. Madam responsible, mechiao. Mr. responsible won so hoye. Responsibility the assembly bro. Because who they should share ni mu bekwa kujina baby bi akoye ni maybe ensese oye. Even no be kodakakra. I will. Even taking photos for learning journals, you can't have faces. Share. Sister for me that's it. Yakupu nshirawo. I don't know. I don't know how people find it funny. It's quite fandom. I'm Paul. Good night, Ima. It's saying, Yaba. We say in 5 years, maybe. Me bus school at the attitude. Now pursue to be my macro. You know, say you need my consent. Well, better. So when Becca wasn't. Better. Say Ubepam at Adiano. Arapo, Ediache, near Hardy. Debbie, but you cannot. If you have ma near Ghana for party, Yami, and conform Maya, na camera siboso. Near Wuro Atadiano, near the full flash of no many men you know about thing, and Maya pa. I know it's where 7 or 8, but where your bow will be baba. Your fingers touch Obi Baba. You are an idiot. The parents may not know to pursue you, but if they do, you are stew. One sassy, akoso Obi Baba. Hey, it can be taken to so many angles, including sexual indiscretion, because we'll worry that will be baba. Huh? Hey, in the UK, won't many Obi Baba grants in a classroom take a one-on-one or just will be a door. Besides teacher for any in Abekacho, most teachers open their classroom doors. Most teachers in Mema, young boys now, Machiradian, Omudin Komaya no classroom door and no be at it. I thought that one-to-one session with the students, you know, just offer another person with them as witness. Now they're all wrong for form school uniform. I come at a point to because what I'm school at the amount. Why are dear? The way you need in Pokia in essence say about thing, Mevoa, and who do Facebook and Anuya near the Acadiana Shannon, or the Safa Fapper and homes. Where Jimmy? Oh, you ignorance, Becum. But no one can send a child video, no. Not they are told nice girl. Yeah, Jiminy. Hey. Fidia amanfo sunsun wo ho no. Ehu. I say no I started pursue nkrofo no obi anya hwe what. Yes, showcasing poverty nimpo na your problem. You showcasing stupidity, exposing yourself, inviting wahala for yourself. And no problem, no. As much as can't people teach in peace? You can't you do your job in peace? You go touch my picking. Try it. Sister Felicity. We must accept too. Because if you are saying baby, you're calling and saying, Crawford, no one right to. And then some bebero. And bebero some. Bebero some. Hey! Oh, of course, baby, I will complain, sir. They have complaint systems, so. Na make I am one. Programs be what UTV name no. We hear dates no any times no. Sir, not writing lesson plans, ne sa name and ecophobia media build this case no. I can see that. But what I'm saying is a mistake where your friends a conflict of interest in kwa bit me without signing and name no what they call non-disclosure bit me dino. I just say, what to say? Hey, a teacher for member, no one standing among for mamma ya. Maybe no one said to some quite any become nature as one quan and donate in the school for. And I'm like, hey, wait me all. What they once said to will be back home and what camera so. Hi. You crumb tio. What dear foul more in a fact me basabia. And you'll be full about me basabia. My main quite a teacher bidding in Sabatia say, Eddie, I saw me by name Pabwa. You will see me. Meme dear. So you teach me out which let me basabia. Now one sabet him say, come baba without explanation. We will have conversations. Oh, we will have conversations. The people who pay you will have conversations with you. Yeah, Isaac benefit. And he has been doing it for a long time. And he say, ye nyano no nton koso nye wo. And then ye teacher kwadwo nko na aye nti ye nyano no wonye. Yeah, burati nyankopon. It's a result of the exposure of MPP government. So it's the MPP government, how many GS? Do you guys understand? Say you were Ghana Education Service, which is a standalone unit. And you're political. When you say teachers, I know say Minister of Education, I am here appointed the person, but they are technocrats. One year in the Ghana Education Service. Munim says Ghana Education Services is actually independent of whoever is president at the time. Do you guys know? And IGP in a chili too, and IGP in a chili too. The minister, yeah, this is not fair. You wait, Isaac. Sorry, fairness. Wait, mean to me. Oh, yo, this is too much for me. I can't. Me who did I make you? That's messy. Me who did I make you more? Me could parents, say unexplained marks will be back when the teacher need be report for us. So yeah, she could be. Now what would the one say? Echo come baba ya. Hi. Anyway. It's supposed to be independent, but not wrong. I suppose, then you suppose this is a bend. Because maybe that means me with your income. I don't even know. It has collected my hands as Quab and Dam. GSE in 1958 was a BBC Ghana Education Service. One more since the dad. I cry you mama on pay. Yeah, Daniel Kulefa also yes, I'm be. I didn't talk when he was buying school uniform, so I can't talk today. I can't advise teachers to be careful. I'm Mr. Honey need I appreciate it. Also, sugar, I can talk whenever I want to. Sugar, maybe I didn't even notice says baby then. Today I do, and I can speak. Sugar. I can talk anytime. The fact that I forgot to talk some time ago doesn't mean I can't talk today. Meaning, chai, yeah, the money for I understand political undertones everywhere, of course. Obi about what the security systems. I know, boy. And I compound the Kramania de Pacoda. Maybe when you know to me. Boy, they met me a kind of macan. No, I bet teacher, yeah, person who jarring Quara school. What's an aqua? Oh, Parker Jarro. Made a coming past as a baby. What you were patching? Who go school now? Could I name your will fee? When a winning majare, who pay jarring Quaranina? I go right ahead. Me how. And me shed any problem. Feel free. Ubet me a quack with jarring Quaranina. Ewo school. Ebeboa. Our man say, Ebe campus as a Facebook a year way. And I church and wondering. That's true. That's absolutely fine. No problem. Do me that favor. Just make sure. Say, assemble one for me. Why? Because the power halabia. Dear him. Boy. Yes. If I were a for one café. One café. I mean, mother. We said, what's I'll come back to you guys. And I'm on my happy at the pramper. I'm a bread. I mean, I thought that a tiafa too. That is not tiafa. I'm an answer no. So it is the case now. I am trying to work out what would be a good way forward for me. Because I can't crack in Janam Koda. More my basho, more some me page in one. I am near Church of Momma may me supporters. Momma may me supporters. Why? I mean, say, Menya compo. Any woos. Oh, I am winning it will be at them. Why, Miss rules and regulations, we can all fall foul. And you say, Jimmy. I thought Diana wouldn't name Sassamo. Yeah, so 6 children in your lap, had they? I make half a credit to be general. So me bani ba school chinana say ne hu amfiri a we dia ya wo chi no dware no. I don't even know. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Chires Alberta. I am na Jimmy sim. But you mind, we dey wo sere. Then is me who you na ya na case the third na too much am I too broad. I'm going to go and sleep in my some koda because I can't. Sorry to see you recently went to one government school to get pupils' picture for one project. Per the images you see on social media, I thought you could just speak with any teacher. Shit! No. Shit! You were asked to write to the district education office for consent. Yes. Yes, so honey, and now pass up. Send me baby I'm away no. Well, I am a designated child protection officer. School BR must name one, and every teacher must know the person. And what I would do is contact our designated child protection officer. No, share my consent. No, maybe Designated child protection officer will not speak to me about it again. Me no, medwuma ne se me flagging it up. A designated child protection officer, the responsibility so be investigation. Sometimes she would just say to me, Miss, thanks for the referral. That's the end of the conversation. I can't go back to designated child protection officer. No crime. I can't just say, oh, you know the case I reported to. Yet me me report mani we are menentem asa. After about 3-4 days, a period of time, na me who we and suggest here send me email is designated child protection officer. Na me copy head teacher. Second line. After a while, man who we are. But the Omobeka me and say, Ama, your concerns have been actioned. So still, when you're satisfied that, then I need to contact school the chair of governance in the next one. A escalation I may. But they will not come and tell me, see, say. Usually, what the child protection officer will say to you is, thank you for your referral. It has really allowed me to understand the situation, and yeah, everything is in hand. And yeah, everything is in hand. That's all I get. As I said, if I said name is number who says everything is in hand. And yes, sir, then I just keep escalating. What mama reporting to you? And yeah, staff room, what do you could call? You know that child? Yeah. Email that I'm sending and I don't know, I can't even discuss it. Mean to be coffee machine. You know that smelly child in grade 2? No. Would Jimmy say Jimmy ni been able to photocopy now? See it? Oh, baby, for now, for the day, this are matching my man's and a man who could be a podcast we could discuss this as we ma information and crophobia here say woman a publicly available. Mo into your email near this send you and your phone calls email. We send you no close and walk with that. I can't sleep, oh boy. Augustine put it is saying me that's it. Stop that, because that way. You reported the whole country when you can. No report to me, we are near friend. Actually, make up. Jimmy said it has collected my hands. You may discuss this issue again, but then if I had a move, try my soup. I'm not. It's copyright match. Na omo yare kakra o. Me ti me ha recording me video no. Video no a me record no. Omo no. Shit. Omo yare kakra. I need to go and fight. Maybe video that maybe go to higher. You say Bangladeshi why for. Chelsea, I don't even know what to say and do anymore on this Facebook. Maybe to hear me video. May discuss it teacher no. Bangladesh for the one link to him. Shit. Submit dispute. Share. When ye if I'm a child, me bye. You know much. Facebook hi do. Hey. They say akron for no more Facebook. No. Your days are finished. Me nim ade a mete ha me e na ye say enkrofo bi. Almost say me use warm content. Me ye sure pass a screen or stream and any man kra na picking it up. No. Share. Me many abere me video no be ba baje ho or yare kakra. How do they own my boy? Share. Me you serious. Bangladesh feminist movement. One I'm be claiming me video. Me you serious. Oh, it has corrected my hands, Sylvester. I'm telling you. I mean, oh, say Alberta, so known and loved the Kahudi. It caused a lot of problems. Me check it. Debbie, I'm a cast as I say I came here and I talked about keeping safe on Facebook. And never be two disputes to go and review. Here. Facebook higher debt. How much the name may be up? So some come correct. Say Facebook no. Many aji hu. Hey, we will be video say see ebe match say see hey, it would be nice so. Akrofo no am creating content right. Me so be dey na ko yi nkrofo bi. Our my dispute. Yeah. Ho ye. Say no. Say the case na kwaye no. Me niema bi. Hopefully, I hear you, Mama. Yet, my dear, you grown for any movie. I did too. Na nkurɔfoɔ akɔfa wɔ Facebook video na ɔde ne nyinaa bɛto abɔnten. Hey, habe yɛ dɛ. Matching videos. Say wokɔ Facebook abɛkɔ na matching videos. Wɔn mu real videos nyinaa ɔmo ha. Can I get Teacher Kwadwo on? I can try, but say no. I expect to say why you nkurɔfoɔ pii will want to. But I can try. I can try and see. Say meet me the contact. I mean, catch the menu. Be na me. I can try my luck. Bye. Maybe sir, Master T, sir. I'm going to make inquiries. But again, like I said, no, I don't have any guarantees except I will try and we'll see what happens. How cried a quarter past midnight. I need to sleep. Should have been sleeping a long time ago. So me say, oh, I'm in love and I'm in leave. Oh, excuse me. Let me love you, leave you. Let me go and chase. Meshebere me hwese metimi adakakra. Ebia na metimi afomada. Na ochina nyame ye madomo. Na maba ni atwa enkomo yi ameni mu di so. Ebia na aye easier that way amame. Ana modwe hu say. I think that it would be very useful to get some sleep. And once I have got some sleep under my belt, we can reconvene and check maybe a conversation a bit in your cover. More modaso, a page so have munyan subscribe. Na mo me me supporters no. Mo me encourage mu nyina na mo nyama me why. Na dear na you be. Yes. You quite afraid I'm tired though. So say. And no need dear. Semtimine nkofo ye ntokro. See the ntokwa violence. But then higher de. The systems na ye de. Ankasa. Ba ye hu video de dada. Nti enye nne na me ba betina hase abaye another time. Obetimi akọ say abrofo nyina o use o yi nyina de o ma de o mte oba be kura na Facebook fo yi wom. Ye higher de. Semire action ametimi aye. Take it on. O amenko na menko ye metimi aye. Next one amenko ye wonso mark a scene say how do I mark a scene when I am person here me no ibi na atomi enkrofo bi nso se wo makohunu me de ndie o ma ma chi ma de no boy good night everybody nyame ya adoma ochina right